Yes, time for the clips of the week then. And Andy, where should we start?
We kick off with Mike Parry alongside Mike Graham, talking sex and chocolate.
Sex and chocolate.
Dave says, Porky, sweet things are a replacement for sex. Say no more.
Really? Well,
people say that, because chocolate stimulates the same, what do you call those things in your head?
Emophones or something.
Endorphins.
Endorphins,
yeah,
that's right.
That's right.
Yeah, very similar.
Very
similar to the emophones, of course.
Emma's on the phones this afternoon.
She certainly is. What a strange coincidence.
That's what he was doing. He was just looking into the gallery.
It was the first word that came into his head. Now, it's Mark Saggers and Ronnie Irani chatting about, off the back of course, Tottenham 9, Wigan 1, high-scoring games.
Peter, who said from Maidstone, said, I once played in a match where we lost 35-0. That's a goal every 3 minutes, isn't it? Or even under that.
Every 3 minutes, 90 minutes, 9-3 to 36. Is
that right?
Is it?
No, I don't think it is.
It's not right at all.
Don't think it is, no.
Now, we know he hasn't been in for a couple of days, but surely it isn't this bad.
So you think you need a new manager?
Definitely.
Yeah,
I think he's taken as far as we can. I mean, I texted him this morning to Ronnie and
Alan.
Alan, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, how soon forgotten, eh?
See? What can happen.
Little lesson for you there. Now, this is Goffey telling us about his favoured Christmas soundtrack.
I won't have some heavy rock metal band playing music in my house near Christmas when I'm putting the Christmas tree up. I want music what's going to relax me, get me into the spirit and get everyone excited. I don't want bing, bong, ding, ding, oh, bing.
If you're in China, that might happen.
I love Christmas in Beijing.
Yeah, it's a fantastic place to spend Christmas, Goffey. You should give it a try.
Now it's time for the caller of the week to George Galloway.
Here's Eric in Slough. Go ahead, Eric. Eric, go on.
Hello, George.
Yes, go on, son.
Mate, how's it going?
Good, I'm talking in Slough tomorrow afternoon, in fact.
Whereabouts?
I'll tell you that shortly. I've not got it right to hand.
Well, anyway, for this what,
Eric, this is confusing. You have to turn the volume on your radio down, sir.
Okay, I'll turn it down.
Yeah.
Off he goes.
You're in time, Eric.
Goodness me, we've reached
Okay, I've got
an
that,
impasse.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Eric. Yep.
Right, the thing is, I'm getting nervous now.
Take your time, son.
What was it talking about, George?
Talk Sport, caller of the week.
Well done, Eric.
It can happen, can't it?
It can, of course. Now it's back to Mike, Mr. Parry, of course, with news of a competition prize.
Yes, here comes the gadget list. A Nintendo Wii and a Wii Fit, a Dell laptop.
That's right, they'll throw that in, obviously.
Of course.
The laptop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, very nice of them to do that.
Now, I wonder where the talkSPORT seal has been this week.
Oh, yeah, let's find out.
And your text, your calls, anywhere. We're talking about clever pets. I watched a cat yesterday. Unbelievable. Fetch. Honestly,
It's called Fetch.
Chase after
Yeah, great to hear him again, the old talkSPORT seal, wasn't it? Yeah, loved a bit of fish. It was like Talk of Pets. He sneaked into the studio. So, it's Nigel Botherway now, sitting in for Keith on Fisherman's Blues last week. And do you know what, Andy? Yeah. I often wonder what the fish sees when you're fishing, don't you?
The only thing the fish sees is the sort of last 12 inches of your tackle.
Tremendous.
No need to boast.
Well, now we know.
Thanks.
Now we know, Nige. Thanks very much.
Now here's a clip featuring Andy Townsend and Mike Parry having a chat.
Yeah,
and they always arrive when you're in a hurry. They always arrive when you ain't got the time to sit down and fill it in. They never, you never get one of those when you're having a few days off or you're just chilling out. And you think, I'll do that with a cup of tea for half an hour.
Yeah.
Always lands on the doorstep when you're running around like a.
Yeah, and it must be quite annoying, you would think, when someone's doing that and you're just trying to talk.
Yeah,
and
that's right. Yeah.
But Andy seems to carry on.
Yeah,
It doesn't really affect...
Yes.
Exactly. There we are. So let's go interactive now.
That went the wrong way round. Really,
it doesn't matter. We won't. It all went slightly wrong there, but we won't go into that.
Can happen.
It's live. It's live radio. We're going to go interactive. We've not actually done this before.
No, I like this.
So it's a chance for you to get involved in the clips of the week. And if at any point in the next few moments you feel you've had enough of Lee Stott's sports report, just press the red button on your handset.
talkSPORT. Sports update.
I'm Lee Stott. As you've heard on talkSPORT this evening, mixed fortunes in the Champions League. Chelsea have won Group D with their one.
Kickoff.
He didn't last long, did he, really? They weren't that impressed with Lee's work there, but anyway, thanks for taking part in that.
Tremendous. And finally, and probably not for the last time, Mike Parry gives us a window on his world.
the problem was the only cake I had in the house, which was in storage, was a Battenberg cake, right? And it was well in date. There wasn't a problem there. Took the foil off and I cut 3 slices off. And well, only thin slices. And I sat down and I started munching my old Battenberg and the tea. Now it is lovely. I love Battenberg.
Now, are you one of those people that you say, right, you've got halfway down the cup of tea and you've now had 2 slices of Battenberg cake. So now you're thinking,
3 by then.
Well, if I have another cup of tea, obviously I'll have to have some more cake to go with the tea.
To be honest, I went and had another 3 slices of Battenberg. Anyway, the point of the story is I ate all the Battenberg cake.
The whole Battenberg cake?
I ate the whole Battenberg. But what I did do is I did take some of the marzipan off on the later slices so as not to appear to be too greedy.
So what if you put that somewhere so you can have it later?
Yeah, but the problem was then you get the taste, you see. Yeah. And then as the game was, I was watching the game, I was watching Chelsea and I was watching Manchester United, I started nibbling on rich tea biscuits.
Oh, as well, the Battenberg cake wasn't enough for you?
Well, I'd got the taste. This is the problem. I think sugar's addictive. Yeah. Anyway, unfortunately, I then went to bed at a reasonable time, but I woke up at 2 in the morning and I was literally, I'd then become addicted. And I got up and I opened the first Christmas tin of Quality Street and started eating them.
Really?
He's like Alistair Cook, isn't he?
Yeah,
fantastic. Letter from the larder.
Yeah.
And there was one thing, though, that a little phrase that Mike used that I think could slip into the vernacular, don't you?
I think so.
I started munching my old Battenberg.
It's a terrible thought, isn't it, really? And there was something that troubled you, wasn't there, Andy?
This one as well.
Yeah.
The only cake I had in the house, which was in storage, was a Battenberg cake.
Who puts a cake in storage? Has he got one of these lockups? He pays like
20 quid a week
to have it up there. He's got a key for
it. He has to drive down the road.
I can't come in today, I'm afraid. I'm going to go and have a look at my Battenberg. Yes, a little place in Weybridge. I'll pop out there and have a look at it. There we are. There's your clips of the week.